Oh, yeah. Yeah, listen, it's your host with the most, one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Y'all know what time it is, right? It's time for what? Wind down. Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. Y'all about ready for that? Let's get ready to get into this. Y'all know what we do when we come in. We do what? We hit that share button because what? Sharing is what? Caring. That's right. And caring is sharing. So what do? We share because we care. Let somebody know we live and we get ready to do this. We get ready to do this. We getting ready to do this. I said we getting ready to do this on what? Wind down Wednesday, baby. Okay. Y'all ready for this? I'm ready for this. We got an amazing topic for tonight. I think it's going to be off the chain. Also, I have an amazing wine for you all tonight. Let me get set up here because we're streaming live also to YouTube as well as to Facebook. And we thank you all for helping us get our numbers up, right? We have 146 subscribers that are on YouTube. On YouTube, let's give them a hand. Somebody said we need to do the DJ horn for that. 146 you are wielding. Guess what? Pretty soon they're gonna monetize us, right? And we can make a little something. Okay, thank you all for always tuning in on Wednesdays. I know it's what we call hump day, baby. Humping is the easiest thing to do. Put your back down, sucker, and raise your rump. Humping is the easiest thing to do. I see you, Prince of Peace. Hey, Lisa is in the house, the Queen, 217 Springfield, Illinois. Let's give her a hand. Yo. But listen, you all know how we do it. When we come in, hit that share button, and I'm going to get to sharing. Of course, you know you have to be redundant sometime you're doing because there's always an influx of guests that come in on the timeline. But what is this? You already know. Wine Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. You have entered into a session with a one. Listen, this is an amazing podcast. We always have those that support us on the podcast, right? Always donating with their finances. And then there's those that donate with their time, which is amazing. Thank you. Gratitude. Tonight is going to be very powerful. We're going to be dealing with the topic, who has been the largest influence in your life? I think that's important to note. Who has been the largest influence in your life? Okay. So we're going to get ready to do a little sharing. And after we do that sharing, listen, we're going to get into what it is that we do. Those of you that are tuning in right now on YouTube, for you, for me, and for us, please subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so that you'll know when we're coming on. Listen, this is a safe space where you can come and we have grown folk conversation, right? This isn't a place where you come and condemn and revile and ostracize and belittle people. No, this isn't the place where you come. And if you do that, what we're going to do is boot you up out of here. Yeah, we're going to boot you up out of here. So please, stick and stay and enjoy the moment. It's going to be amazing. And I have an awesome wine for you guys tonight. And just so you all know, tonight's podcast is being brought to you by none other than the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia. Queen Osun, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, as well as T Swin. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. And he has an amazing book out that you guys really need to tap into. Love is for Suckers. And I'll give him a plug at the end of course, Wind Down Wednesday. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. Let me do a little sharing. And as I'm sharing, you all share. Okay. Gratitude to gratitude. So I'm pulling up sharing now. Okay. There we go. And we're going to share. Hey, Queen Vanessa. Queen Vanessa is in the house. Greetings. Yes, indeed. Let's share this. Gratitude. Yeah, I usually have us some good background music going, but you know how Facebook is. Um, they're targeted you and mute your stuff. So we know better, right? Okay. All right. So let me share a little bit. I'm sharing because I can. All right. And if you all care, share. Okay. All right. Gratitude. Gratitude. Yeah. Again, my Wednesdays, you all know how my Wednesdays are. Listen, it's meditation time, self actualizing time, getting ready for you guys so that we can have an amazing, amazing time to share together. Okay. Yeah. Have some great topics and we have great communications. If you look on the timeline, you'll see that we communicate with each other because we use what? The talkback system. We communicate with each other. We talk back, right? Because this is laid back, grown folk conversation. Lucky therapy, right? Because someone on here may have something that you need to hear, right? That may spark the next level of what you need, right? So let's do it, right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So for you, for me, and for us, hit that share button. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm hitting the share button. So you guys do the same, okay? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Again, tonight's topic is going to be, and will someone repost that? Who has been the largest influence in your life? Who has? Hey, Queen Dawn. Um, who has been the largest influence in your life? Isn't that something? I want to know. We want to know. Let us know. Who has been the largest influence in your life? Yeah. You on live with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Yes, indeed. You're in Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a tip. Grown folk conversation. You have landed where the grown folk meet and we converse, right? So let somebody know that. Let somebody know that hey, it's on like a telephone. You understand me? Better than AT&T, Bell South, T-Mobile, Cricket. You understand me? Verizon, all of them. Queen Octavia in the house. Greetings, Queen. Oh, listen, hit that share button. Hit that share button. And that's what I'm doing, family. I'm hitting that share button. I'm dropping in a few groups. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and get our conversation on tonight. And I got, listen, I got an old throwback malt duck wine for you guys tonight. And of course, for my sippers, you all know that we're going to do what? 1738, baby. Y'all know how we do it. 1738. We throw it back. We throw it back, baby. Yes, indeed. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. And if you hear me well, let's do this for you, for me, and for us. Put them thumbs in the air just because you care. Isn't that something? Let me put a little reverb on here. Put them thumbs in the air just because you care. And you're hanging out with your host with the most. Yes, indeed. So I'm dropping in a few of these groups. Let me do that. And while I'm doing that, you all do that. We share and share alike, right? Okay. Again, tonight's topic, and if you can, please put it on the timeline for us. Who has been the largest influence in your life? Let me know. Let us know. We want to know who has been the largest influence in your life. Gratitude, family. Gratitude. So let me share here. Just a little sharing because we care, right? We share because we care. We care because we share. This is sometimes I crack my own stuff up. Isn't that something? That's amazing that we get an opportunity to crack ourselves up. How many of you all laugh at your own stuff? You know, it's very powerful when you can laugh at your own stuff. I want to let you know something. One of the most powerful things in the world is the imagination. That imagination, it is what allows you to manifest. Huh? It allows you to manifest. The greater the imagination, the greater the manifestation. Because if you can see it, you can speak to it and you can cause it to come into existence or into fruition, right? I see your master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby, is in that. So let me finish up here dropping in these boxes, DMs, and I'm going to introduce this wine to you all tonight. Yes, I hear you, Don. My husband, baby, that was my boy from Detroit. You know, that's old saying. That was my boy from Detroit. The thick man, baby, Lionel Duckle, man. Peace be upon you. Power, light be upon you. That was my boy. He transitioned. Okay. So we doing it right. We where we need to be. We at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people, right? Okay. Excuse me. The master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby, under the teacher, Lapierre says, that's no brainer for me. One, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. You better ask somebody. If they don't know, you better go door to door and ask somebody else. Gratitude, gratitude. Shout out to the master teacher. Shout out also to DJ Boogie. Also, shout out to Queen Basu, Black Sis Nephilim, aka Ebony Holmes, hosting June the 6th through the 8th, the Black Moses Freedom Festival in Charleston, South Carolina. If you get some free time, listen, come on down and check us out. I'll also be there in person. I'll also be doing a class. I'll be doing a Tai Chi class. If you're unfamiliar with Tai Chi, come on down and join us, and we'll hit you with that. Ha ha. Isn't that something? Yes, indeed. Also, when you come into the room, let us know where you're hailing from. We got South Kakalaki in the house, the ATL in the house. We got Chi-Town in the house. Who else we got in the house? We'll be ready to get in real strong here in just a moment. Let's just do a little bit more sharing here. Do a little bit more sharing. I said do a little bit more sharing. Isn't that something? Wind Down Wednesday. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'm sharing, family, you share. Okay. All right. Gratitude. Who has been the largest influence in your life? I want to know. We want to know. Let's do it. We've had some. Dawn says her husband, the thick man, baby, Lionel Ducker. Peace be upon him. Love, power, light, all of those elements be upon him. Yes, indeed. Who has been the largest influence in your life? Let us know. That's tonight's topic. And we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Yes. We'll get into it for sure. I'm just doing a little bit more sharing. Stick with me. Stick with me. I'm just dropping in some of these DMs. So many people follow. You know how it is. You have to go hit on it. Hit them up and let them know, hey, dig this here. I'm out here like this here, and I need your support. That's about here. Right, right, right. I know. Okay. I'm about done. I'll focus on you guys now. Okay. Queen Lisa out of the 217 says, my cousin Michelle Kerr. Okay. You know I know Michelle. Yes, indeed. All right. So let's get ready to pour up this wine. Who want to give a toast tonight? Let me get a toast off the timeline tonight as I pour this up. Someone quickly go ahead so that we won't be long at this. Don't wait on anybody. If we get a couple of toasts out there, hey, we'll do both of them or we'll get them in succession. So Vanessa says, Dad, Mom. Okay, I hear you. That's what's up. Yes, indeed. Dad and Mom. Okay, okay, okay. Dad, Mom. Queen Octavia says, my family, my love, God. Okay, in that order. You understand me? That part. Yes, indeed. Shout out also to number one KP. That's doing our thing out there. Shout out. Shout out to all the podcasters, all of the influencers. Shout out to those, man, that have been mysteriously uh, transitioned. Shout out to them. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to all of you all that are given the content that's applicable, right? Not this foolishness out here we're singing, but that which we get an opportunity to share with each other that's relevant. that we can actually use to advance with, to progress with. Okay. So again, this is what Wind Down Wednesday Therapy with Zip, grown folk conversation with your host with the most. Oh, come on, get up, Seth, with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. All right, I see, Queen. I tell you, put that toast out there. I'll get ready to go with it in a minute. We gonna go with that in just 1 minute. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get ready to rumble. Yes, indeed. I see you, Queen Octavia. Thank you. So let me introduce you all to the wine tonight. It vintage, old school, throwback. Andre. Some call him Andre. Andre. It is a cold dark. Back in the day, I'm telling my age, but back in the day, we used to drink that old malt dark and get drunk as a skunk. Oh, y'all better get ready tonight. Listen, we're going to have an amazing time as always. That timeline be on fire. Let's get that timeline going. I'll tell you all in just a moment. I know y'all wondering, well, who has been the largest influence in your life? The one. Let me pull up Bill. Ooh, yeah. Y'all know that's all they give us when we go to the restaurant. All they give us is that little bill, and then they charge us by 13, 14 bucks for that little bill. Thank you, Vanessa Helen from out of South Kakalaki. Yes, indeed. So they give us that little bill. Y'all ready? Queen Octavia gave the toast. She says, cheers to progress. Cheers to progress. Ooh, y'all. That's that dog, that cold dog by Andre. I gotta take one more, y'all. Mm. Ooh, that demonstration is effervescent. Did you hear me? Let me say it one more time for you. That demonstration was effervescent. I said effervescent. All right, to my sippers. Mm. All right, y'all. Streaming live to Facebook, also as well as YouTube. I am your host with the most, one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Here, live, ready to conversate. Yeah, that's right. Low key therapy, y'all. Y'all know how I do. Okay, so we've had a couple of comments out there. We've heard some say it was their parents. We've also heard some say it's my loved one, my family, my God. Um, and then there's some saying my husband, significant other, my partner. So it's going down already on the timeline. Now, for me, as we're conversing, the biggest influencers that have been in my life has been my parents, my father, and my mother. And I know we got to conversate about these things, right? Vanessa says my dad, my mom, and my uncle. We have to converse about these things, right? Now, the biggest influencers in my life, and I'm gonna give a little story here in just a second. Give me just a second, I'm gonna give this story. It's been my parents. Okay. So let me give this story. In 1968, okay, I'm telling my age. Okay. In 1968, 1968. Hold on one second for me, family. I'm cheating. I'm sharing. Okay, 1968. And it's going to be a little funny because I laugh about it all the time, right? In 1968, I was in Memphis, Tennessee. And if any of you all know anything about that particular time frame, 1968, I was in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. All right. Now, that's when all of the marches were taking place, 1968, civil rights movement. And Dr. King was in town. Okay. And everyone, and they were all meeting, he and his cohorts were meeting uptown in Memphis on Union Street, if I'm correct. It's been quite some time. Okay. So on Union Street, and what happened was that a riot broke out. Okay. A riot broke out, and they were breaking into the stores and different types of things like that at that particular time. And so the march was squashed. Now, fast forward, and I was just giving you that backstory right there to let you know that 1968, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was in the march for the sanitation workers at that particular time. And what happened, I have three other siblings. I have two older siblings and one younger sibling. And what happened that particular day, it didn't take in them as it took in me, correct? All right. So for me, my experience allowed me to engulf, to internalize the blackness of it, the black movement at that particular time. Now, mind you, it's my mother that's introducing my siblings and I to this experience. Okay? Listen, it's so funny, you all, but my dad had already told my mom, listen, don't go down there with those children. But being a woman, y'all know how y'all are. Let's talk about it. It's Wind Down Wednesday therapy with the SIP. Grown folk conversation. Women, y'all know how y'all are. Y'all listen. You gonna do what's in your best interest, regardless of what that lion say, right? So anyway, my mother done took us down there. So this thing done took in me. So fast forwarding years past, my mother was trying to figure out, boy, what this black thing with you, what you got going on? I'm like, you shouldn't have never took me down there because you took me down. I see you one for kind of two, baby, 217 in the house, baby. My mom took me down there. I'm like, Mom, you the one introduced me to this, and it took in me. Now, it had a different effect upon my other siblings. Now, it didn't take in them like it took in me. They wasn't down with that black thing so much as being pro-black. They were like, can't we all get along? Now, these are my siblings. But for me, I'm like pro-black for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. So because you all know that they do monitor us. He's trying to cite something, a riot or something. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm only telling the story. Okay. So this thing that took in me, this thing that took at me, he's like, this dude here is black, black, black. What is wrong with him? You know, but that was an influence. That influenced me for the rest of my life, that allowed me to develop the kind of love for my people that regardless of their behavior, regardless of what they say, I have a love for my people that's unchangeable. You can't snatch it out of me. There's nothing that you can do to me to get me to hate my own people and go against my own people and to sabotage my own people. That was an influence. And this is one of the reasons why I'm asking the question, who has been the largest influence in your life? And better yet, how did they influence you to be the person that you are? How did whoever influence you to be the person that you are? But that was the influence. And what that did was it threw me into Black study. And in my studying, I came across a term that was put forth in a collaboration and studying between two of our brilliant minds, Dr. William Cross and Dr. Franz Fanon. And they come up with a term called Weusian anxiety. And Weusi is Kiswahili for blackness. So Weusian anxiety actually means not so much that you hate white people for educational purposes only. Not so much that you hate white people as much as you hate being black. I'm going to say that again. Not so much that you hate white people as much as you hate being black. Okay, so let's fast forward that to today. And let's look at the influence. Let's look at how black people view black people for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes. Look at how we interact with each other. Y'all come and talk to me. Timeline. Greetings, J Love is in the house, y'all. J Love, please put your info on the timeline and also Crystal's information on the timeline. I've been sharing it everywhere, putting it everywhere. The sister that's in Michigan, that's incarcerated, and they carried out an assassination attempt, allegedly for educational purposes only. She has mold problems in her ears and different types of things like that. And her name is Crystal. So please, please, please put that on the timeline. Jay loves it for educational purposes only. Laugh out loud. I know, right? You know how we have to do it out here. You know what they're doing to influencers right now, content creators right now. They are being destructive. And with that, let's take a pause for the cause. Let's do a toast. Let me toast you all. I love you all. Thank you all for spending your time with us here in Wind Down Wednesday, also known as Hump Day. Listen, salute, salute, salute. And I'll introduce this wine again. Give me just a second. I need this for my sanity. Uh-oh, y'all. Shouty in the house. Hola, ¿cómo está? J Love is putting the information out there for us, family, turning them into a movement, baby. And she blowing it up over there, y'all. If you get an opportunity, please stop in on her. Get them numbers up. Hey, we can't do this without each other. We need to support each other. Y'all know what time it is, family. Thank you. Her name is Crystal Clark. And she put the link out there. Please check on it, you all. We need to support each other. The more of us get out there, come on here, it will prompt someone to do something. Is that right? To the sippers. 1738, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Isn't that something? Also, J Love said, check a page for details, family. J Love said, check a page for details. All right. If y'all think I look mystique in my little cowboy hat tonight, put a one out there on the timeline. If y'all like my little cowboy hat, put one out there on the timeline. This your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Excuse me. Yes, indeed. Okay. Queen J Love said that they're going to be discussing Crystal Clark on Friday on turning a moment into a movement. So listen, you all listen, get in there and check that out. Listen, if y'all like my cowboy hat on tonight, let me go on into my southern draw. Y'all don't know that I got one of them too. I'm going into my southern draw. If you like my cowboy hat and that, I'm going to tip to you, ma'am, sir, tip to you tonight. I'll put a one out there on that timeline. Let's see what little Shorty talking about. Where you at? You just put it out there. Where you at? Where's Kizzy? Did you take it off? Yeah, everyone is doing phenomenal, Kizzy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Okay, so Kizzy said, boy, you ain't lying. They just restricted the money they giving me saying I posted some stuff that wasn't following the rules. So they're holding I know, right? So they're holding let me hold up. You jumping on me. Okay, here we go. Boy, you ain't lying. Just restricted the money they giving me saying I posted some stuff that wasn't following the rules. So they're holding my money back. And it's a coincidence that they do that right when I started a lot more traffic and interaction. Oh yeah, interaction on my account. Yeah, they're doing that. So this is why it's very important for us to support each other and be there for each other. And that's why I try to get on J Love's podcast, just to be in there and try to move the timeline. You all know when you come in, get on that timeline, move it so we can move what? The algorithm. Come on. Come on, so we can get that out there. Let me get some horns going. We need some horns going so we can change this frequency. So listen, so that we what? Support each other. This is about us. And we're the only ones that can what? That can help us. We're the only ones that can help us. Jay Love said they did that to her too as well, Queen Kizzy. Yeah, they're doing it to all of us, and they're keeping our numbers down. Listen, no one wants to depart with their bag, right? They don't want to depart with their bag. So what they're doing is they're putting a squeeze and a hole on everything, and hoping that you will never be able to determine what it is that they're doing, right? Okay. Okay. We we know better. Y'all know we've been in this for a long time. Thank you, Queen Dawn. Queen Dawn said, your head is the bomb. I love it. Gratitude, gratitude. Listen, I'm trying to represent for you all. Listen, because family, we in this together. We do this out of love and admiration and respect for you all. And we do it because we don't get an opportunity to really sharing love and sharing folk conversation where we can have those kind of laid back conversations where it's in a safe space, where the space is safe and listen, we can say what needs to be said, right? Okay. All right. So let me go down the timeline a little bit more. I see you all talking. So it's wind down Wednesday. Let's take another toast. So I see the timeline is slow down just a little bit. That's all right. We're toast right now. Salute. Mm. That's that cold duck, y'all. Listen, that's Andre. Yeah, that's Andre. Cold duck, baby. Y'all see that? That's that cold duck. It's all good. Now, listen, real quick for you, for me, and for us. Hit that share button real quick. Hit that share button. I just hit it. Y'all hit that share button real quick. Okay, to my sippers. Y'all know I can't leave the sippers out. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to start getting some my cup of herbal tea too, so I can hit that too. King one for Counter 217 says old school. Yes, sir. Old school, baby. You know what we used to do back in the day? Queen Inspirational Queen Kizzy says, and yes, my grandmother was my biggest influence. And of course, the Pentecostal background, not the church, but the teachers of the Holy Spirit, that which was divine. And I agree with you. I agree with you. That which was divine, not the church, but that which is divine. And we always have these big old dust ups when we start talking about the church. You become a heretic, right? Because you talk about the church, you blaspheme. You're blasphemous. You have a spirit in you. The devil is in you because you can see that. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can see, not with duality, but you can see with that single eye, that pineal gland, madam, ma'am, sir, God, goddesses. Um, you can see with that first eye. It's not the third eye. People say, "Oh, it's the third eye." See that automatically puts it in the realm of being demonic. But if you see this, if you say the first eye, they have no place to go with that. What do you mean the first eye? Factually, I can prove to you that it is the first eye because it is the first eye that is formed during gestation. We call it what? The pineal gland. I know I'm getting a little sidetracked, but that's okay. Let's work with it. So, but it's called the pineal gland. Some could call it the pineal gland. You look at it, it's shaped like a pine cone, right? And we know what it is. It's a crystal. It's a crystal. Yeah, it's a crystal, but they're not gonna tell you that. Shh. It's a crystal. A piezo crystal. It creates piezo electricity. which is why we have electricity in our brain. Can y'all hear me? I know I'm whispering, but it's called the pineal gland. It deals with vinyl. It deals with piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity. It creates energy in the brain. It creates energy in the brain. It also connects you with the universe. It connects you with the universe. Hello, somebody. So most people don't. What they don't know is that we're the universe inside of the universe, and we are here on a mission. We are here to align the universe because the ultimate life, if you're going to have any type of success in life, it's going to be predicated upon harmony and balance. Oh, come on, talk to me tonight, family. It's your host with the most, Sister One, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to understand that the ultimate life experience is going to be based off of harmony and balance. You know why people go to the church? They're seeking harmony and balance. They're trying to find a better life. What they're trying to actually do is balance their higher self and lower self. In other words, they're trying to bring together their spirit and their flesh and cause them to properly be balanced and come in harmony. Are y'all gonna talk to me tonight? It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. So, shout out again to the sponsors tonight, which are the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, Queen Osun, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker, T Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. And let me put this plug in real quick for T Swin. If you had an opportunity to look at that, he has a nice book out called Love is for Suckers, right? It's a great read. You will enjoy it. Look him up. He's all over the place out there. T Swin, Tony Swin. Okay? All right. So, also, they're going to be at the Black Moses Freedom Festival. None other than Dr. Clea. Dr. Clea has a book out too. Let me plug them in. I'll plug you in too if you send me your information. She has an amazing book out. I'll be amazing you. It's a journal. And it's amazing. You would love it. Dr. Clea. ATL. Out of the ATL. Okay? All right. So let me get back to the timeline. I know I am all over the place. Okay. Dawn said, be careful with that cold duck. It's going to leave you quietly. I hear you, dog. I got you. I got you. The Prince of Peace, J.P. Hall says, the renowned Dr. J.F. Clay has had the most profound influence on my life. He became the model by which I could model my life, mind, body, and spirit. He snatched me out of the clutches of all kinds of ignorance and insisted with revelational truth that I could become Gratitude to you. Peace. JP Hall, you all. Salute, salute, salute. The inspirational queen says the first eye, cause it's the first thing that develops in the womb. Absolutely. Talk about it. Hey, we on point. We on point, right? Okay. Right. There's literally stardust in our DNA for sure. For sure. Gratitude. Thank you for putting that out there, Queen. Inspirational queen, y'all. That's Shouty. That's Shouty. She's a midget. But she always tell me, I'm not a midget. But and no disrespect, we understand achondroplasia, and we're sorry if we offended anyone. But that's short as your midget. Okay. Anyway, the Principal says here are the ways you can donate and support the Wind Down Wednesday podcast. Cash App. He put it out there for you all. Listen, let's take a pause for the cause. If you're still in the tonight, for you, for me, and for us, you all know that I'm a content creator and I'm an influencer, and I need your financial support. So listen, please do this for you, for me, and for us. Take an opportunity to donate so that we can shout you out. Let me check and see so far. Thank you, Queen Octavia, for your donation. Thank you, Prince of Peace, for your donation. Thank you, Master Teacher, for your donation. Thank you all for your donations. Take an opportunity to donate. Queen Kizzy says, I'm going to send you my Oracle deck that I'm creating once it's finished. Send it to me. Yes, indeed. Queen Kizzy also says, hey, diamonds, don't come in big packages, baby. They don't come in big packages. You're absolutely correct. Listen, come on, y'all, with this conversation. We're on the B side of this, and we're going to get ready to get up out of here in just a few moments. I'm not going to hold you long. I know it's your Wednesday. I know it's hump day. I know you've been humping because humping is the easiest thing to do. You put the back down, sucker, and you do what? You raise your rump. It's humping is the easiest thing to do. Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most. The one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. So let's this toast. Probably be our last toast. Y'all didn't get me through one bell, and that's good, right? Because my queen will be talking crazy later on. Talking about, you had too much to drink. All right, so here we go. Salute. To my sippers, let's go and throw this little old last shot back. Mm. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, indeed. It's Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most. It's the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander here in Wind Down Wednesday. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation. Y'all know what time it is. We're on the B side of this here, and we get ready to wind it on down and get up out of here. So, any more comments? Anybody else? Anything they want to say before we get up out of here? But again, back at that, you all, and I was sharing with you all earlier about when my mother took me down there and got me caught up in that thing. And then later on in life, she trying to figure out, boy, what's wrong with you? And I couldn't bring myself to say you because you did it to me. right? Sometimes our parents influences us in a way that it is unknowing to them that they did that, right? But like, I'm so proud of you that you stepped up to the plate, that I'm here and I do activism that you all don't even know that I do. There are certain things that I do that none of you all are aware because I stay in the background. The background is a very powerful place to be because you can maneuver, not manipulate, but maneuver things and position them. And people have asked me, how did you get there where you're at? And I often tell them that I maneuvered them to a specific place so that it will be purposeful. It will be there for what the design purpose is. Sometimes we can't move far enough ahead to determine what the outcome is going to be for the purpose. But this is why I endure you to teach your children chess. Chess is very powerful. Chess is very powerful. That's what most people do. They laugh. Chess. We don't play no chess. We play checkers. Well, that's all they allowed us to do was play chess. I mean checkers. But when you get into chess allows you to develop movement, right? Movement that you're 4 or 5 moves ahead of your opponent that will serve your purpose. So if you take anything away from Wind Down Wednesday tonight, those that have influenced you should bring you to purpose, right? Should bring you to purpose. Purpose. If you with me on the same page, put a one out there if you understand purpose. Put a one out there if you understand purpose. You know, if you're on YouTube as well, if you understand purpose, put a one out there. Purpose. Purpose is very powerful. Now, let me also, before we depart this evening, we've changed our time and session for our truth session. We changed. So, spring and summer sessions are going to this season negate, and we're going to pick back up in the fall so that all of the information that you are giving, listen, Master Teacher has released that quantum information and you all really need that. So please go to my YouTube page. Let me find that and put it out there. Go to the YouTube page. Go to the YouTube page and get that information because you're going to need it. I promise you that it's going to do some powerful things for you. Okay? Let me put this out here for you guys. Okay? And when we reconvene, you will be up to speed and it's going to bring forth some awesome manifestations for you. Okay. Okay. Let me let me get this out here for you guys. Okay. This is my YouTube page. So please go out there, subscribe, and like. Okay. All right. So with that in tow and being said, let me check the timeline. Please, you all, if I've missed anything, let me know. Queen Dawn says, unfortunately, I'm old school. I don't have none of them types of cards. Is there a way it could be mailed? If so, how? Because I don't even do paying on internet. Okay, we'll figure that out for you, Queen Dawn. Okay, Queen, uh, Inspirational Queen says, uh, Venmo, even through Facebook Pay. Okay, all right. All right. So, fam, let me make sure. Let me check to see who else has donated. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, I think I missed some. Okay. All right. So, listen, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. One, love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity, and in the words of the Prince of Peace, J.P. Hall, great health. At the appointed time, we will see you. Shalom Aleichem Mishpachah, meaning peace be unto you, family.